What's up, YouTube? BAW5 here. I fixed the scrolling issue from the announcement video where I kind of announced that I was opening this channel. But welcome to the first video since that video where I'm kind of just talking about my music and stuff. I'm not really gassing myself up. I just kind of want to make little breakdowns, song stories, stuff like that. It's kind of fun, honestly. I've been writing stuff like this on Google Docs, and I figured let's present them to an audience. So this is what this channel will be about. But either way, as you can tell, about a week ago, I dropped my album, Bosses Were the Bosses, 12 tracks, about 27 minutes, pretty solid stuff. And with that came a diss track lineup of three diss tracks, and then I also dropped one that wasn't a part of the album, but after it, called Depot Agent, which is also on this channel. It's also the most recent upload on this channel. But that's not the point. Today we're going to look at celebrate not only 4 12-track albums, but also 25 total diss tracks, as you can tell by the playlist length. We're going to celebrate that by going over each diss track, and I'm going to say what my favorite thing is about each track, but it's not going to go quick. I'm going to go through each one at a time, and kind of say what I like about each one. Do I like something about it in particular? So let's get started with the first diss track, The Best Rapper by Far, and see what it's all about. So this was released in April 2016, 23rd of April. The next diss track came out literally 3 weeks, 21 days later. So this one was really the foundation of it all. This is how I kind of started with what I'm trying to say I started with. It's what started the whole idea of my modern recording method of using GarageBand and making the beat on GarageBand, then writing the lyrics, then just reciting the verse, recording it. This is the foundation. This is the pioneer. This is the song that pioneered that whole idea of doing that. So that's what I like about it. It's pretty, the beat, I think the beat's alright, but the audio recording and the flow and everything, the audio quality, the mic quality is mediocre. The flow, mediocre. But we all get started somewhere. This is where I started. This is not the first song I released because of the spooky rap battles, but this is the first song that I released that has the modern recording method that I typically go for, where I write the lyrics and make the beat on GarageBand, and I record it on GarageBand, I export it and send it to myself through email. That's basically what it all started with. This is the first track that really started that. So it's just, even though it's really not that great of a track in terms of the flow and the audio quality, it had some pretty decent bars in it for what it was in. It had pretty good bars for this time. And like I just said, did I just say it? I don't know. But it pioneered something that's always good. And without this song, if I don't put together this song the way I do, who knows if I put together the albums the way I do, who knows if I put together all the other things that I put together. This is the song. This is the grandfather, I guess, of the modern day Marcus the Boss song. This is really the start of it and the foundation. So that's what I like about it. So yeah, that's the first of 25 diss tracks, and it's also the start of the diss track, the rap battle type diss tracks that a lot of these early ones ended up being. So yeah, that's what I like about it. I like how it kind of it started something. It really, this was really the first of the first, you know what I'm saying? Because Sting Like Bees, not the remix, but the other one, where it was just the thing, I recorded that on iMovie by making little audio things on iMovie and putting them in the right places. And all the rap battles and shit, they were recorded on iMovie, but this was on GarageBand, because I'm just using birthday presents and gifts and stuff to actually put this together. So I'm using the same phone that I'm making phone calls and shit from to do all this, and that's how I'm making it possible. And this was really the foundation track, like I just said. So it always has a place up there in Marcus the Boss lore just for that reason. So that's why I will call this that's what I will say, that's what I like about it. So yeah. Second diss track, Wombo Combo. Now this was made, like I said, 3 weeks. The lyrics were on Pastebin. I actually posted the lyrics to Pastebin probably a couple days before I actually recorded it, to be honest. And what I like about the most about this one is this one was like the other one, but in 3 weeks, you know, you can see how much your boy improved on his flow. I was pretty much doing the same thing: make the beat on GarageBand, write the lyrics, and then recite it, and then post it. That was pretty much it. This was actually going to be a collab, as you can tell by the beginning part, but thanks to time constraints, my dude didn't have time. My feature didn't really have time to do his feature, so that's why it's called Wombo Combo, because it was like a 2v1, just like Wombo Combo. If you follow competitive Smash and you haven't heard of the Wombo Combo, then you don't follow competitive Smash. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I really named it after. And everything about this, what I like about this, I guess, is all like the inside kind of jokes and references. That's what I like. The beginning where it says, "I am a wild wingle that likes to sweet blue," like that's an inside joke. That's why the cover is Pelipper. The first bar is pretty good too. I just like how the way it comes together. Even though it's only a minute, I like how it comes together in that short of a time, I guess. So that's, I guess, what I like about Wombo Combo 2. Or not Wombo Combo, this is Wombo Combo 1. I guess my favorite thing about it would have to be probably that beginning line. Honestly, that beginning line slaps. Like, I'm not gonna say what I was going to say there. It wasn't gonna be anything sexual. It was just gonna be something that I probably shouldn't say anyway. But that's a pretty solid first line. I got bars like "chocolate make you blast off like Team Rocket." Like, that's probably that's a pretty cold ass bar. It's not even complex, but it's just pretty good, I think. So that's what I like about Wombo Combo. I Hate You Old Me. Now this is a good one. This I have a clear-cut favorite thing about this one. Just like the 2 tracks ago, The Best Rapper, just like that track kind of pioneered the modern recording method that I go to today. This one, released on August 17th, When You Hated 2014 You So Much That You Come in 2 years later with this track, Jesus Christmas. This one, what this symbolizes, what's it symbolize? Hold on. This one, okay, the first track pioneered the idea of my modern recording method. This pioneered the Iceland sample, the World 6 sample. For those of you, I mean, if you listen to this music, it's pretty crystal fucking clear that the Iceland, the World 6 theme from Super Mario Bros. 3, the World 6 map theme, is probably the most common sample I've used, and I used it a lot in the early diss tracks. This is the first track to actually use that sample, so that's why I'm calling it the pioneer. It's not the first thing I ever made that used it, but this is the first thing I ever rapped to that used it. So yeah, that's why it has a special place. That's what I love about it. It just pioneered that common ass sample. That's where it first came from. So that's what I have to say about I Hate You Old Me. It's a pioneer track for sure. One thing I love about Wombo Combo, I like the backstory. It really pioneered the idea of having a bonus video, because the bonus video, this pioneered something too. It pioneered the bonus video. It picked up on the Iceland sample, and it pioneered, like I said, the bonus video. The bonus video, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take the video, okay, so the Body Bag Collection bonus videos, there's quite a bit of them. This was the first one. It's a game of Smash Brothers. I keep beating this nigga with Charizard. I don't really want to, because, like, you know, we squashed the beef. I don't really want to reenact that, but that's basically what happened. There's also a replay where I had this stally-ass team. That's why Slowking and Sableye are in it. If you watch the video, you can see, if you watch, like, the video with bonus, you can see, like, during the song playing, and I have the captions, I have this battle sped up, because it's, like, 80 turns of just straight stall that I actually did pick up the dub there. Sableye and Slowking, where Slowking did nothing, but Sableye was a big part of why I won that game. But either way, what I love about this is how, like, okay, the first track pioneered the modern recording method. The third track pioneered the Iceland sample, and the fourth track pioneered the Body Bag Collection bonus video. And that's what I like about it. It's really like these, like I said, a lot of these tracks, they just pioneered something, they started something. A lot of diss tracks, a lot of things that appear in Marcus the Boss music for the first time. The first time it appears is on a diss track. The Iceland sample, the modern recording method, and some other things that'll probably appear in this playlist for sure. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's what I like about Wombo Combo 2. On to the next one. My favorite thing about Wombo Combo 2.5 has to be the aggression. The delivery, the aggression. Like, it's just like, this is the most aggressive I've ever been on a song at this point. You're back at it again with the unneeded bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I haven't had that much aggression in a song before this video came out. Like, this was like, and even then, I still don't really rap with that much aggression. It's just like certain songs where it turns up a bit. And again, the diss tracks is where that really all started. So, like, you know, another thing that I really like, that I might be hesitant to call my favorite, the little sound bites and sound effects, like the 2,000 years later towards the end of this. That was brilliant on my end, in my opinion. So that's my favorite thing about Wombo Combo. Like, I know the aggression is pretty great, but I think that ending, the yeet, and the 2,000 years later, that is my favorite part about Wombo Combo 2.5. So this, as you can see by the cover art, was a hair across body bag video. There's actually 2 back-to-back hair across body bag videos, but that's for the main channel. What I like about Don't Talk Crap, probably the vibe of this track. What I mean by that is, like, you know, don't talk shit, dude. That's basically it. Like, just shut up. This is like, that's, I guess, because I'm not really a big fan of how this track sounds. It uses the Iceland sample. I think it's kind of whatever. Here's, you can see the video and yeah, the instrumental. I don't even know if that link is still up anymore. If it is, props. But yeah, what I like about this one, I guess, is the vibe it brings, because I'm not really a huge fan of, I'm not a huge fan of how some of these sound, but I still have another thing that I enjoy about them, and I enjoy kind of like the vibe and the energy that this one brings. Not energy as in like aggression like Wombo Combo 2.5, but energy as in like the subject, the content of it, I guess. So that's what I have to say about Don't Talk Crap. Here we go, another track that pioneered something. Boss Retaliation. It pioneered a lot. It pioneered the double diss, as you can see in the title. The double diss was pioneered by Boss Retaliation. That's the first double diss. It's the first song released in 2017, which doesn't say anything about it pioneering anything. It's just a fun fact. So it pioneered the double diss. It pioneered the beat switch. I mean, I didn't start the beat, so I'm not trying to claim that, but it was the first, I think, yeah, it was the first Marcus the Boss song to have a beat switch. I had to think about that. No, because I had that fucking stupid ass Tired of These Lucky Players song. But that song is really irrelevant. This song really pioneered the beat switch. It also pioneered the Rocket Hideout beat. The doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. That was the Rocket Hideout theme song. At least it was tried to be. I was kind of like fucking around with that, and I actually made like a cheap mimic, like a horrible butchered Rocket Hideout. That's what I called them, and that's what really pioneered the butchered kind of thing. So it pioneered that. It pioneered the double diss, and there's also a special flow that it has, the Boss Retaliation flow. That's my favorite part, the flow of this track. Lost to you, the Boss Retaliation flow. Because here I am, I'm late, but I'm still here to hand the lost to you. So I think that's what my favorite thing is. I'm going to say the Boss Retaliation flow is my favorite thing about this track. Structure-wise, Apology Accepted is really, really similar to Boss Retaliation. Now, I like 20 times prefer how Boss Retaliation is as a track, because I'm not a huge fan of this one. It is a bit longer. It has, like, it has the 2 verses on the World 6 beat, and then it flips over to a hideout-esque kind of beat, albeit not that great of a beat compared to the most other hideout beats. I don't know what the fuck this is. SoundCloud is off a beat or something, but what I like about Apology Accepted, I guess I'll have to say how it's closer to the older diss tracks. Like, it's kind of like something on the caliber of the Wombo Combo and the best, and whatever. How it's more, well, I guess Boss Retaliation is the same like that too. I guess my favorite thing about it then would be, well, I actually really like the Iceland beat on this one. I love that. Like, you know how it kind of pauses? That's my favorite thing. I like the first beat. The first beat of this, I think, is pretty solid. And I've actually considered making another song over that beat, given the development as an artist I've had since this May 2017. And I think I could construct a much better song on this beat if I tried to. So that's the beat is my favorite thing about this first beat. My favorite thing about Apology Accepted. The Rap War Part 1. I think this is one of the more solid diss tracks on the collection. And let me explain why. It's pretty short and sweet. But, you know, it has the same beat switch that Apology Accepted and Retaliation 1 have. And here's my favorite thing about the Rap War Part 1. And you guessed it, it pioneered something. It pioneered the appearance. Okay, so Boss's Retaliation pioneered the hideout kind of thing, where it was like the Rocket hideout theme. The Rap War pioneered the tower, the Tin Tower, the theme from Gold Silver. Bell Tower, Tin Tower, whatever. The Ho-Oh Tower, I think. It was pioneered by its appearance of me, like, you know, kind of playing it on the GarageBand instruments, and it's the first time that those kind of beats appeared were on the Rap War Part 1, and they appear on Stop Haxing, and they appear on Depot Agent, and maybe some other tracks, some tracks I don't consider diss tracks, like Hello. That's not a diss at all. Then Thunder Numbers Freestyle, but those are for other days. Those are like heavily altered too, so that's fire. So yeah, the first time I really was like playing that little do 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 do, you know, that's the Tin Tower theme song from the Mons games, and I was using it, sampling it to an extent. I was just playing it because I knew how to play it, just like the Rocket High thing. Because I finally figured out how to play it, so I just played it instead of like grabbing a sample. I was playing it myself using whatever instrument I wanted. And it kind of pioneered with this. The second beat is also fire too. The second beat's fire. How it sounds like it's like a remake of the beat from the first diss on this man, the very first diss ever on this playlist. So that's what I like. The instrumentals is my favorite part of the Rap War Part 1. My favorite part about Stop Haxing has to be the aggression. Specifically in the second verse, that aggression, like the BAW5theMARCU5 verse, BAW5theMARCU5 Records on the track, so you know that everything we say about to be some facts. That is heat. That is heat. This album cover, also heat. I just googled stop sign and then wrote Haxing under it. I thought that was so fire, and I was correct. Cause look at that. That is perfect. That's beautiful. But yeah, the aggression on the second verse is by far my favorite element of it. But it also pioneered something. The choking ad. That sound first appeared on this diss track, was the first appearance of it, and I will make another video on the choking ad-lib to kind of go in depth about it. But yeah, it first appeared here, which is really awesome. But my favorite part is the aggression on that second verse. So that's my favorite thing about Stop Haxing, the second verse aggression. My favorite thing about Loudmouth Players is the energy. Just like the Don't Talk Crap video, it's like don't talk shit or you won't get fucking fucked over. So it's like the same thing, like don't talk crap, dude. So that's what I like about it. It's like the energy, the vibe that it gives off, like you gotta stop talking. Like, come on now. So that's what I like about Loudmouth Players. Pretty sweet. It's also another bonus video, just like Don't Talk Crap was a bonus video. So yeah, my favorite thing about it is the vibe that it gives off, you know, that kind of energy. I like that energy in some of these diss tracks. It's pretty fitting for the backstory as well. So that's nice. That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about the Rap War Part 2 is probably the beat. The beat with the cry, little cry, I think that was really good for the time I recorded it. I think that was pretty solid. So the beat is definitely my favorite part of the Rap War Part 2. I definitely prefer the Rap War Part 1 in terms of like the song and the content of the song, but I do like this beat. I do like the Rap War Part 1 beat a little bit more, actually, but this is still a great beat, and this beat is still my favorite part of this song, too. Look at that ice on my wrist. That watch is actually broken, and that doesn't even belong to me. I think it belongs to my brother, but my favorite part about this song are the features, especially the BA5theMARCU5 verse. That verse is crispy as hell. The Flying Hacksman's pretty nice. I think the Marcus the Boss verse is pretty good too, but the features just, ooh, you are not touching those features. You don't really want to try me, dude, because after seeing BA5, ain't no telling what I can do. But yeah, my favorite part about this are the features, because those features really help make this track what it is. The features are my favorite part about the roast of Zone 476. Tally 2. What can I say about this track that I haven't already said? At the time of its release, it was arguably my best song. Probably still up there with a bunch of others. This is a quality song. Boss's Retaliation 2. I'm not trying to restart the beef with this man either. We squashed that shit. But you cannot tell me this isn't a great song. This is probably my best song. Or at least it was up there. At the time of release, it was my best song. You know what I'm saying? So that's... But what makes it so great is the energy. You know what I'm saying? This is the... If you look at the backstory of this, which you can find on Rap Genius, the backstory video is right there. And you can... Yeah, like, this backstory... This is a rich backstory. This is a... rich backstory. This is a classic track right here from about a year ago, almost 2 years ago in a couple months. But this song goes in, and this is what I like about Boss's Retaliation 2, the energy. Especially when that second verse, he just snaps and loses it. The energy of this track is insane. And that's what I love about it. Also, chuckles awkwardly. But yeah, the energy of this track is crazy, and I love that. Alright, next up we have Drop from What in Retaliation, the Christmas 2017 EP, and I'm honestly not a huge fan of this one. But one thing I will say I like about it is, like the other ones I haven't been a huge fan of, I have liked the production, and I like the production here. So I'm gonna go with that one. It's like the Rocket and Hideout do, but it's a completely different approach to it than most other of the Rocket Hideout beats have on it. So that's what I gotta say about that. I do enjoy that element of the production there. I'm about to get flamed for the fact that this even exists. It was a year ago. You had your chance to get on me for releasing it. Get over it. But what I like about this is that production goes hard. Like, it's not like the other ones I've said I like the production, or I wasn't a fan of how it, like the lyrics or how it was flowing or whatever. I like this track, but I think the beat is probably my favorite part, because the little bell on that beat, that goes hard. And I think it combines with all the other instruments in it. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. So that's what I say there. I like this beat. Like I said, you had your chance to get on me for releasing this, so don't say anything. Don't get in my mentions. No. The Zero diss track, Fix Showdown. This is the Zero diss track. Like the previous one, you had your fucking chance to say something about the fact that this exists a year ago. So don't get on me now. No. Miss me with it. I was actually gonna make a Fix Showdown 2, like in October, but I scrapped it. But my favorite thing about Fix Showdown, I gotta go with the beat again, because honestly, the beat, it's the Hideout, but this time I actually knew the correct fucking notes. I actually like went on to like a tutorial piano video and learned the notes and learned how to play it so I could put it on my GarageBand and play it with the correct notes. So that's what I love. The fact that I took the time to try to perfect the notes of this to get that beat perfect. That's my favorite thing about Fix Showdown is the beat, that, and the ending part, that slaps too. Like I said, you had your chance to get on me about this existing. So don't say no. Miss me with it. No. You had a year ago, you had your chance. Look, May 1st, 2018, you had your chance. You had your chance to say something to me about it, and you didn't. So don't say anything now. No. No. Like some tracks I covered here, my favorite thing about 4 years is, again, the energy. Like Boss's Retaliation 2, like, what else am I gonna say here? Boss's Retaliation 2, energy. The energy of the other bonus videos, you know, Don't Talk Crap and Loud Mouth Players. This energy is pretty wicked too. And that's my favorite thing about it. But another thing I really like, there's a bar. There's a bar that's fire. I've done more in half a year than you've done past 2014. Tried to find your accolades. I fell asleep. I'm snoring. That was kind of heat. This cover has absolutely no correlation to either of the people being dissed here, but it was funny as hell, so I just thought that was funny. No, he didn't spam that. I edited it when I made the cover, but yeah, that's my favorite thing about this diss track. Just its energy. The energy of this one is really good. I like it. I like it a lot. My favorite thing about this one is the beat. As you can tell by the cover and the name, and the fact that I'm getting dissed on it. Holy shit. Do 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 do. Kind of took that because it actually exists on GarageBand as one of the loops. So I said, let's make a beat out of it and call it after Kahoot. I was actually playing a Kahoot game in which I won that bitch. I won the game of Kahoot, and I screenshotted my phone to flex on niggas. So that's where that came from. I won the game probably towards the end of my senior year in a class. That was a lit class too. So yeah, that was pretty dope. That's where the cover art comes from. Yeah, that's what I had to say about that. I just like the beat. Caps Lock. What can I say about Caps Lock? Remember when I said I called Boston Retaliation arguably my best song? Caps Lock is one of the few songs that can compete with it in terms of there. Caps Lock is just a perfect song. Caps Lock is just it's just a brilliant track in my opinion. Like, it's just a great song. Like, it's one of my better ones. So that's what I'd say about Caps Lock. That's what I like about it. The fact that it's one of the best songs that I've ever done. It's almost been a year. It'll be a year at the end of July, I think. July 31st? No, 29 July? I record this. I know. Wait. I might need to get my facts checked. I don't know if this is 29th or 31st. We'll just say 30th. But Caps Lock, just a brilliant track overall. Just solid in pretty much every aspect. That's what I'd say about it. It's just brilliant. There's not much to say about this one. There really isn't. The fact that Where There Blacephalons has a fucking remix, and that the remix also doubles as a diss track. What date was this released? 11. Okay, the fact that Where There Blacephalons has a damn remix is all you need to know. This is the remix of it, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Just like Boston Retaliation 2, the end. My favorite thing about it is the energy. Body Bag 19. I have the instrumental for this song playing in the background of this video, but my favorite thing about this has to be, again, the energy. The energy of this song. You know, Boston Retaliation 2 is Fuck You Energy. DN is Dave Chappelle. Is it Dave Chappelle? Let me go fact check that before I expose myself. I think that's him. I hope it's him, because I'm going to say it's him, because fuck him. That's why. I'm not saying because fuck him, because that's the energy that this song is saying, because fuck him. That's why, pretty much. The aggression, the energy, it's there, and I like it. That's my favorite thing about it. The beat, like I said, the instrumental's playing in the background, but my favorite thing about it is the energy of this song.
Fuck you! Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
My favorite thing about Degeneracy is the energy. Not the energy. Just, it's an all-around great track. It's up there with Caps Lock and Boston Retaliation 2 is my favorite diss tracks from this playlist. And DN, to an extent. Like, I put Degeneracy, Caps Lock, and Boston Retaliation 2. Those are like the top 3 for sure. But what I love about Degeneracy is this bar towards the end. The Noggin Adele bar is going over so many people's heads. A dragon poised to bring the fire like it's Noggin Adele. That is the coldest bar I've ever written. That is the coldest bar I have ever written, and I might have a video going over why. The Noggin Adele, kind of like the Radburst and Retaliation, like that's a video on this channel. The Noggin Adele bar deserves its own video. That is the coldest shit I have ever written. That bar goes so damn hard. That is a fire bar. I mean, this track is pretty solid lyrically too, but that bar, whew, that, it's not even super complex. It's just like a level above what I usually write. So that is just, it's just heat. It's just heat. It's just heat. That's all there is to it. My favorite thing about Caps Lock 2 is the second beat. Second beat goes hard. First beat, it's alright. It's kind of like the same piano sample as the original Caps Lock, so that's kind of iconic. Lower tempo, different sound of beat, you know what I'm saying? Like a different style. But the Caps Lock 2, the second beat, that is some grade A. Like, that is pretty lit. The whole Bosses Were the Bosses album had a theme, not through every song, but it had a theme through a lot of songs of these orchestrated kind of like strings instruments, and the second beat embraces that, and it kind of has some elements from the original Caps Lock beat, and they just come together brilliantly. So the second beat is my favorite part about Caps Lock 2. And finally, the last diss track, Depot Agent. And my favorite thing about Depot Agent is how it sounds like something off of Chill Not Included. So for those of you who don't know, Chill Not Included is the album that Stop Haxing, Bosses Retaliation 2, and Loudmouth Players are on. They're all on that album. But that is more of a playlist by the way it was released. But this song, Depot Agent, sounds like something you could throw onto there and it would fit perfectly. I think that's what I love about it. It's just a great fitting track. You're flexing, you're kind of going off. That's what I love about it. I love this track for that reason. Like it goes so well with that collection. It's also brilliant. This is fire. This is fire. That's actually from Go Tendencies. This song has quite a few references to Go Tendencies in the bars. So it's just a great track for what it is. It goes with that Chill Not Included vibe, which is actually an album that it was more of a playlist than an album, but I still really like how it's structured. So I like this track because of that. It even has like the do 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 do. I kind of like lowered the pitch about it, the pitch, and I kind of like had the flute and the piano. So it's great. It's great. That's what I love about Depot Agent. It sounds like something Chill Not Included 2, not Chill Included 2. I actually had an idea for Chill Not Included 2 that I scrapped, but it sounds like something from Chill Not Included, which is fire. It's fire. So yeah, that's what I had to say there. Check out the Lime Rhyme Trilogy and Depot Agent, as well as this Greatest Hits playlist for more. So thank you for watching. Enjoy. These are the great songs. This is I deem the greatest hits of the collection. I might swap 4 years for something else, but for now 4 years is up there. So yeah, that's my favorite thing about every diss track. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more videos, subscribe to the main channel, subscribe to this channel, and bye. Peace.